something strange happened. Amina's belly grew larger than usual, and the villagers began to whisper, "What kind of child is she carrying?" They wondered. Some even said they had seen her talking to the gods near the sacred river. Rumors spread quickly, and curiosity grew among the villagers. When the time came for Amina to give birth, Malik refused to call the village midwife. He said she could manage on her own. Amina was in great pain, but she bravely delivered the baby by herself. When she looked down to see her child, she gasped in shock. She had given birth to a small, healthy cow. The baby cow had soft brown fur and big innocent eyes, and it let out a gentle moo that seemed almost human. Malik was furious when he saw the cow. "What is this?" he shouted. "You have brought shame to my name." He stormed out of the house, leaving Amina alone with the calf. But soon the news spread through the village, and people came to see for themselves. They laughed and called Malik Baba Cow, meaning father of the cow. Malik tried to ignore the teasing, but the villagers didn't stop. They made up songs about him and sang them loudly whenever he passed by. Even children pointed at him and laughed. Malik began to avoid the market and the village square, but the mockery followed him everywhere. His pride and dignity were crushed. Amina, on the other hand, cared for the calf as if it were a human child. She named it Nuru, meaning light, and made sure it had enough to eat and a clean place to sleep. Despite everything, she loved her unusual child deeply. She believed Nuru was a blessing in disguise and treated the calf with great affection. The constant ridicule broke Malik's pride. One day, he sat under a tree, thinking about his life. He remembered how cruel he had been to Amina and how she had always been kind to him. He thought about the villagers' laughter and realized that his suffering was as a result of his own actions. "Perhaps this is the God's way of punishing me," he thought. Malik decided to apologize to his wife. That evening, he came home and found Amina feeding Nuru. The calf wagged its little tail happily at the sight of its mother, Amina. Malik said, his voice soft and full of regret, "I have wronged you. Please forgive me." Amina was surprised. It saw the sincerity in his eyes. Tears filled her eyes as she nodded. She forgave him, and for the first time in years, they shared a peaceful evening together. Malik even helped Amina clean Nuru's bedding and fetch water. From that day on, Malik changed. He treated Amina with kindness and